Hi, my name is Philip Chesney and welcome to another episode of Career Prep. In today's lesson, we're going to see how to write resumes for high school students using Microsoft Word. Are you in high school and looking to get a part-time or seasonal job? If yes, you're going to need a resume. As a high school student, you most likely do not have any formal work experience. So we're going to explore all the other assets and experiences you have to create a stellar resume. Let's dive in. Resumes for high school students can be short, single-paged, and straight to the point. In most cases, you can include your education, so the school you're attending, your grades, or preferably your GPA if it's above average, volunteer experiences, sports clubs, and other extracurricular activities that you participate in. Before we get started, we're going to need a template. So let's go into Microsoft Word, and up here in the search area, you can type in resumes or student resume. So I actually have one right here called student resume. So we're going to use this one. So the first part in the top section is your name and contact information. This section is consistent for any level of experience you have, from high school all the way to a high-level executive. You'll need to include your contact information. So let's get started. Now, for our next section, a summary or an objective. A summary lists your top skills, but is totally optional. Some people add it, some people don't. Let's look at an option that would be applicable for high school students. Honor roll student and active in soccer and track. Experience in customer service, sales, and creating a great customer experience. Straight A student in history, English, social studies, and MVP in soccer. For our next section, education. Since we're in high school, we're only going to need one of these, so let's erase the bottom one. For the education section, we should present the name and location of the school, and additionally, if you have good grades, include your GPA and anything else that you believe that you should be bragging about. Let's dive down to work experience. You must be thinking, man, I've never had a job. Don't worry, even if you haven't held a formal job, you can still add informal jobs that you've done for others. All experiences count. Resumes for high school students need to show who you are and what are some of your experience, even if they aren't formal. So let's add a few experiences below. For the first one, we will add a formal one, and then we're going to add an informal. So for our first one, let's go with Burger King and working at the front counter. So in this case, let's look to show what we achieved, what we did, and if there were any impact in results. Well, let's keep it short. Provide excellent customer service to all customers. Serve customers with a smile and help guarantee a great meal experience. Assisted trainer to onboard 2 new hires. And now for our informal experience. So for this one, I'm going to add lawn care. And now a short description. Currently take care of 4 neighbors' lawns each, 2 times per month. Constantly aim to deliver a high-quality service and push for word-of-mouth recommendations. Acquire 2 new customers from my current clientele. Now that we've finished adding our job experiences, let's dive into the achievements section. For your achievements, think of awards that you have received in and out of school. Did you get a reward at school for a subject, a sports club, or an extracurricular activity? Adding the achievements section adds value to resumes for high school students and can't be neglected. Show off your achievements. Now for a volunteer experience. Talk about places where you have served. This could be on a continual or a one-time basis. Of course, if it is on a continual basis, it will look better. City mission, a soup kitchen, serving dinners and then our dates. Salvation Army, help box clothing to send to zones in need. And a mission trip, 3 weeks in El Salvador, helping reconstruct an orphanage after an earthquake. Skills, courses, software, and languages. For this section, you should add your knowledge of specific areas. You might be fluent in a foreign language like Spanish, or be great at using Adobe Photoshop or the Microsoft suite of tools like PowerPoint, Word, and Excel. These are a must-add on resumes for high school students, as these are often included on job descriptions and needed by employers. And for our last one, activities and interests. Activities and interests give the recruiter a better idea of who you are outside of school. Do you like to play soccer, piano, or football? Do you like art, drawing, or music? Present these interests and activities here. Our goal is to create a positive impression and get our foot in the door for the interview. After we have added everything to our resume, we should really go back and format it. See if there are any big spaces or anything that could be tightened up just to make the overall look and feel of it much better. So is everything aligned how we want it? These are aligned. So there you have it, your first resume as a high school student. I hope that you've liked today's lesson and that you'll be able to put it into practice and create your first resume as a high school student. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a message in the comment section below. And for more job search and interview tips, check out the careerprep.me website. Until next week.